Hello friends, good morning. It is another new week here with our Cozy and Chaos vlog. It is actually Thursday today as I'm filming this. The week has flown by and last week we were like super productive when it comes to like the reading vlog, me reading and filming each and every day, and somehow this week caught up to me, like the whole stress and the whole busyness of the week caught up to me. So it is only today that I was able to like find a time to film, even though I need to like go in 30 minutes or something. I need to go out today. There is going to be like there is a sale going on in a local mall, and we're going, my aunt and I are going because I need new slippers, and we're going there today. So I really need to like film this quickly and then go and then just come back. But I do not know for the life of me why starting Monday this week I haven't been feeling all that well. And well, I'll just like share a little bit of what happened within the week. Starting off with my reading journal. Actually, I did flip through this last week with the reading vlog. I have yet to film my wrap up for July, but I am kind of sad, but also kind of it's okay, I guess, that my reading has kind of been slow just a little bit, because when I started July I only like read finished three books before I did last week's reading vlog, just to add to it, I guess. But yeah, I ended up with like 7 books, and I'm preparing for August pages. My TBR is here, if you want a little bit of a spoil, but I didn't feel quite that well this morning, and I wanted to like distract myself from what I was feeling. So at the very back here I actually made this page of like monthly statistics. I forgot which booktuber I found this, but I did change up a little bit. I believe I followed only up to here, wherein it's like an overview of all of the books I have read, like the number of books, the page count. I did add this. She did not have like hours of audiobook because I tend to like listen to a lot of audiobooks when I want to rest my eyes. I decided to add it because look at my numbers. My like highest one, I thought my highest one was going to be April because that was when I had my eye surgery, my LASIK surgery. So I listened to a lot of audiobooks, like I downloaded a lot, saved up a lot, and just binge listened to a bunch of audiobooks while I was closing my eyes. But somehow last June was the one that took the cake. I guess it's because I had like a lot longer books there. I read like the Red Rising series and listened to the audiobook of 2 of the 3 that I've read. I also finished the whole Folk of the Air series, the Cruel Prince trilogy, also on audio. So I guess that's the reason why I collected a bunch of hours on audiobook. I did also add like my physical count, audiobook count, and ebook count. I will always know that my physical count may be like the lowest when it comes to like my monthly statistics, because I only own books in my physical TBR are like on the lower half, are on the lower side compared to my ebook collection. And also I added here parts of a series. This is when I read something that is part of a series, and I count each and every book in the series rather than just like the series in general. So for example, in April, I listened to the audio of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, so I count that as 2. And then I also listened to the whole Inheritance Games books, so I added it there as well. And then the last part, how many 5 and 6-star books I had for the month. And this is quite pretty. I really enjoyed looking at this. I only use like I tried my best to make this like sort of a rainbow spread. However, I don't have much like markers left, and I'm trying to use up what I have, so it kind of works. I do enjoy looking at this, and I am really excited to fill out another month in this. And yeah, that is for my update for my reading journal. And as for my weekly page, I don't know if this is a bad idea or not, but I did manage to use my what do you call this, Peridot Green Lamy ink in this spread. So I bought this fountain pen off of Shopee last time I found it. Like it was like 500 pesos or something, and then it went on sale for like 300, and I decided to just grab it and try it out. It is like the piston type. I always wanted actually a Just Be Eco And this is like the closest I could get for like practicing like piston type, I guess, fountain pens. And I wanted to just try it out. I really like that the barrel is big. It helps with my hand cramping. And I felt a little bit of a trouble using this fountain pen. I don't know what brand it is. It says it Jinhao. I guess it's a China brand there. But I wanted like a fountain pen in order to use my Lamy ink, and not like have to clean out and switch my Parker fountain pen because I still am using my Parker Blue Black ink for my 5-year journal. So I wanted to just try it out first, see if I like it, buy another fountain pen that is like on the cheaper side if I don't like this, and like switch things out and just try things. So I decided to do that here, and it did like go through. It went through, but I kind of like it sometimes. I don't know why, but I tend to like it when pages get like a little bit of ghosting or bleed through. Like I know not a lot of people want like their writing to show through at the back, but somehow, like for example, like these bumps when I use my Muji ballpoint pen, and also here with the fountain pen ink, I kind of like the look of it. And I'm going to fill out this page as the month progresses because this is August monthly, and I like seeing this. It feels like the pages are getting used, and I don't know, it is like the same when it comes to like in the past with me and my notebooks in school, not necessarily using like the thinnest of paper because that's kind of annoying if it bleeds through. But I remember when I was younger, I used to use this very thick ink, ballpoint ink, and then it will go through the page because like school elementary kids notebooks when I was younger tends to be on the thinner side. None of those fancy notebooks that we have here now in this day and age. It used to be like recycled paper, super brown sort of pages, and that's what I used when I was younger. And I always tend to see like ghosting marks and like me pushing down the pen too much on the other side of the page, therefore it like feels that way or looks that way, and I kind of like it. It kind of feels nostalgic in a way, and I like the look of it. So bleed through or like ghosting, I guess, does not bother me that much. So I didn't care. I'm probably going to use this fountain pen as well for this monthly because I don't know, even though I had trouble, because as you can see here, there are like parts wherein it stops or skips. I think I need to just use this more in order for it to like, I don't know, adjust or like sharpen a bit. I don't know, but I'm going to continue using this. I'm probably going to refill this because it's kind of running out. So yes, this week I did finish the reading vlog on Monday. I did film that. I started to like play more and more of Don't Starve and also Don't Starve Together, but in like a single player, and that is like a bad idea because of the way that it is like balanced for multiplayer. So being like a single player in a multiplayer world is kind of hard, especially when the dogs attack. So I did manage to like understand more of the different characters in Don't Starve. Like I really like that scientist guy, like the Einstein guy, because his sanity doesn't go down, but we really need to like look for a little bit more of like harder to find materials because he has glasses. And I did play him while like his glasses broke, and me who had recently had surgery in order to correct my eyes for like grade, and I'm seeing like blur every time like this character is like not having his glasses. My eyes are like, nope, I don't want to experience this again, the blurring of vision. So yeah, I really enjoy Don't Starve, even though I'm just like a single player because I can't really play with anyone else. Next, I did start on Tuesday Along Came a Spider by James Patterson. This is like the first book of the Alex Cross series, and I'm really enjoying it. It's actually very quick to read. If I'm not like disturbed at work, then I probably would breeze through like 10 to 20 chapters per day. It is like an 88 chapter book. It's really long, but the chapters are pretty short. And I'm enjoying it actually. On Wednesday it was also kind of busy. I have not done this yet, the prepping for month end videos. I have to do this on the weekend However, the problem is this weekend, I believe there is another 12-hour power out, so I'm probably going to go out again because we cannot last in this heat. Like, we're going to stay somewhere. And then I'm probably going to bring this book if ever, in case I want to read it. But other than Along Came a Spider, I do also want to start reading Mayfly again. I did start like first chapter while I was on queue on Social Securities. However, I did not really finish it because of my anxieties during the line. I tend to have anxieties whenever I'm lining up on queue in a government office or like in a doctor's office. I tend to get anxiety of waiting for my turn. That's why I wasn't able to continue reading. So those are the two books that I'm planning on reading this week. I probably won't finish Along Came a Spider because it's my office book. So we're going to slowly knock out a few chapters this week, and then also Mayfly. I also kind of want to read actually A Good Girl's Kind to Murder. Not that I should start reading more series, because I do have here like a series tracker situation, and I haven't even continued with some of these, like Celestial Kingdom. It is the Daughter of the Moon Goddess duology, I guess. I have started the first book, but I haven't gotten around to it because it's kind of boring. But I kind of want to finish this. The Powerless trilogy, I won't be continuing. I guess I should have grayed this out, because I tend to like gray out the series that I won't be continuing anymore. Like whenever I will read like one of the books and then decide that I won't continue with the series, I will gray it out. So supposed to be A Song of Ice and Fire, it's the Game of Thrones series. I probably will not continue this. I have watched the HBO series, but I don't find that I'm interested in reading the books anymore, so I'm probably going to grade this out as well. Red Rising Saga, I'm going to continue this August with the fourth book. I'm pretty excited to listen to the audiobook of this because the audio narrator that I'm listening to is like super good with his impressions. However, I just didn't find the time to like listen to it yet. I'm resting my ears because this is the problem when I listen for a long amount of hours and I have my AirPods on, it hurts. So yeah, I'm resting my ears as of the moment, but when it's better, I'm probably going to listen to Iron Gold for the Red Rising Saga. I was almost going to say Iron Flame, which is the Imperial Saga. No, I've already finished that book. As for Tita Rosie's Kitchen Mystery, which is the arsenic and adobo, like the Filipino-American mystery novel, I guess. I wanted to start it. It was like, I read the first chapter. It was part of my July TBR. I read the first chapter, and the narration was enjoyable enough. I could feel like it would be an easy read for me. I just didn't find like the mood yet to read a culinary or gourmet mystery, even though I really love like gourmet anime. Reading it wasn't like in the mood as of the moment. Firebird series, I did finish it in our last vlog, the first book, and I'm planning to read the second book this week, or this month rather. And then The Trials of Apollo, the third book, is also in my August TBR. So far, that is the update for this week. I haven't gotten around to anything. It is the 1st of August, so we're just going to deal with it whatever I'm going to go out. I don't know if I'm going to have clips or anything because I'm going to bring a lot of shopping bags. So we'll see. I'm not going to haul it because it's just slippers and cleansers and like things that I just need to repurchase. So maybe if I end up getting my anti-radiation glasses, I might end up hauling that one. But if not, then I will update you at the end of the week, whatever else is there to update.
Hello friends! It has been so long since I last filmed a video. This was supposed to be like the first week of August vlog. Now it has turned into the whole month of August, I have decided. I have been sick for a couple of weeks, or like a couple of days rather. That's why I wasn't able to film a lot. I had to push back a bunch of filming that I was planning on for the month of August, that I would have, like, I wanted to put them up September and October in preparation for those fun projects that I've thought about, because August is supposed to be not a busy month for me. However, because I wasn't feeling well and it's just a mess basically. So finally I'm feeling a little bit better today. I did went out like last time with my friends. My friend Abby's birthday, we went out to eat lunch together, and after that I got sick again. So I'm going to do this haul and kind of update you guys what has happened for the past few weeks. I don't necessarily remember what the last clip was. However, I know that I wanted to include this mini haul and life update in this video, so this is going to be my August monthly updates video. Let's just do that instead of like forcing myself to do this in a weekly basis if I can't take it. So I'm probably going to pause for a bit. You won't notice it whenever I pause because I might cough or something. But in any case, this haul is going to be a mini haul of the things that Abigail brought home from her trip to Japan. She went on the Japan Eras Tour, which to be perfectly honest, I could not remember when it was, but it has been a long time. She went there with a couple of friends. I didn't go, of course, and these are the stuff that she actually gifted me when she came home as souvenirs. And she went to, as you can see from the packing, Warner Studios Harry Potter World in Tokyo, as well as, I believe, the museum and National Museum, I guess, in Tokyo or in Japan, and a bunch of different shrines. And these are the stuff that she actually brought home for me. This is actually quite a lot already, if I'm perfectly honest. I actually asked her to bring me just the Omamori charm. I forgot if this was like what was the specific thing of my Omamori charm, but I wanted her to get me a charm from the shrine that is more of like progress, productivity, something about progressing in life, something like that. And this is what she got for me. It's not showing like the gold, like the champagne and the gold on camera, but it is super pretty in real life, and I'm really grateful for this. I really love Omamori charms and the concepts of like Japanese good luck charms, and she bought a bunch for the friend group, and this is mine. The other one here is like when she went to Harry Potter World. I may be like calling these places wrong, so just bear with it because I don't know, but she got me the washi tape for the 4 houses. I'm going to swatch this later. Japan, as you know, is like god tier when it comes to their washi tapes. So she also got me this Tokyo Disney Resort one with the old sketches of Mickey Mouse, Minnie, Pluto, Donald Duck, Daisy, Goofy, and who's this last one? I can't actually see. I guess it's Chip and Dale. I can't actually see. We'll see those later once I swatch them, but those are the 2 washi tapes, or like the sets of washi tapes. And then she actually bought a pack of this cute cat chopsticks. It's a whole pack, like a pack of 4, I believe, and she has one for herself, one for our other friend Nika, one for her sister. So it's the 4 of us. I got like the purple one, like it's the different colors in a pack, like yellow, orange, red, and purple, I believe, or was it blue and purple? So I got this one, and this cat actually looks like one of Abigail's cats. We call her Skadi. She's precious, and she looks like this in the chopsticks, so it's a little reminder for us of her. This is, I believe, from the art museum postcard, and then the famous wave art, as well as some, I believe, like yokai art prints. Like, I love that each one is like a different print, and it's fun. Paper quality is super high quality, of course. And the last one that she brought me is actually a little notebook. So when she went there, she actually bought a pack of notebooks for her and for me, and whenever she went to like a station, like a train station, a shrine, or some place that has a stamping section, she actually stamped some for me as well. And some of these stamps are actually kind of dried out when she went there, so we get what we get. But these are some of the stamps that she got me, like the different stations. I have to look up actually where these are and like maybe pencil in to the side or at the back page about these locations. This one was like newly refilled ink, so that's why it's like super clear. This one is actually my favorite, and I believe this is the last one. And there is a lot of space left. The thought is that next time, probably one of these years, who knows, I might go to Japan myself and I might fill up these pages myself when it's my turn to like go. And I'm really grateful for this. This is like one of those things wherein for her, of course, the Eras Tour is like a once in a lifetime opportunity for her, and I'm very grateful that in a way she brought home stuff that is also once in a lifetime for me as well, because who knows, I might not go to Japan like in my lifetime, and these are like little bits and pieces like that I could experience for myself, and I'm super grateful for her for that. Like, she thought of me, and all of the stuff here is like very much me. She knows how to pick out gifts, and I'm very happy. And to be perfectly honest, I wanted to do like a little bit of a journaling session with like swatching these items. I'm probably not going to use these as of the moment. I am thinking of using these for something else. As for the thinker here, I'm going to probably put this postcard. Oh yeah, so it's the National Museum of Western Arts in Tokyo, if it could focus. So that's what it says at the back. I'm probably going to stick this or tip this in one of my new journals for 2025, just so it could have like a home of its own, that I could appreciate it every day for the next couple of years. So I'm going to put those to the side. At first I was thinking that I would cut off this like paper bag, but now that I am doing this, I kind of just want to like put this at the back of my current yearly and monthly journal. So I'm going to clear up some of the bits here for a moment. And it's also super hot because I don't want to turn on the fan because it's kind of noisy, but I am sweating so much behind camera. So I was planning on putting this actually at the back here in case I want to use it for something, or like maybe stick it here like that way and then just cut off the excess, just to make it like sort of a pocket for different bits and pieces that I wasn't able to stick in, and just have like this as a pocket at the back. So I'm thinking of like doing that for this paper bag, and then I'm going to swatch the washi tapes. So this could have done better, but we'll deal with it. Not my best work, but I did swatch all of them, and all I could say is that this is such a joy to like peel off, because it's super high quality and beautiful. And what I noticed from the packaging for these ones is that you can actually write on these like tags to put on your gifts, and that's why there's a lot of space. And you do know that we all do know that Japanese characters are quite small, so you can write small actually in these like spaces, whereas if you put like English in there, it's like not enough space unless you just put the name and a greeting in there. And I did return it in the packaging because I kind of like to display this on my bookshelf actually. I don't necessarily have like Harry Potter books except like the hardbound novellas Hogwarts Library Edition, 3 books, and I want to put that the washi tapes in my bookshelf. And other than that, when we went out to Abby's birthday, actually, I did manage to buy myself a Smisky, as you can see here. What I pulled, I was supposed to go for the one with the book, obviously. I was supposed to get, or like want to get this one, and this is supposed to be a glow-in-the-dark little guy. But I do like that I got this one because this is me before like either going to bed or when I wake up. I have like a hot chocolate all the time. For this case, I probably think that this is matcha for him, but I really enjoyed opening this up with Abby. She got her like the one that she wanted, which was the Smisky Living series, wherein the one that she got was the one with a cat on its head, and that really suits her because she has cats, and that's the one that she wanted, and she got it like first try on her birthday. So birthday luck is real, and this is what I got. And yeah, so far I think that was what happened this week. I did manage to like read a bunch of books this month. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I did listen to majority of the 4 here that we have. I finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I kind of like feel bad that I gave it a 3-star because it's such a beloved series. However, to me, I have like read, listened to, whatever, a bunch of like thriller, murder, mystery, whodunit situation, like people like not part of the case or like close enough to be like in the vicinity of where the case has happened, or you know the victims, and you are like this main character Pippa or Pip is like obsessed with solving this mystery, to the point that it's kind of reckless, of course. And to me, I don't really enjoy like a main character that is like overly reckless. That's kind of like, to me, that's annoying. But I kind of enjoyed like the writing, like how Holly Jackson makes her stories. Like I feel like there is a pattern. Like after reading the reappearance of Rachel Price and then going back to her older, more beloved series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I'm feeling like I'm detecting a pattern, and I actually liked it, but not as much as I'm like obsessed with it. But I am still thinking of continuing the series, going on to book 2. Who knows, it might be better. We'll see. Another is, I think this is it Franz or Frank? Kafka. Kafka's Metamorphosis. I like this very much actually. I don't know why they say that this is like some sort of like a comedy that turns bad situation, like the tone of it. To me, it's just sad. Like all throughout the story, it's just super sad. Like this guy has been doing so well his whole life, only to have like been late to one of his shifts. Then he became like trash in the life of his family and his peers just because of one mistake, and he ended up turning into a bug. So yeah, after the Metamorphosis, I did manage to read Mayfly, which is one of the books that I have been looking forward to reading. I wanted it to be like near the cozy like autumn murder mystery, unhinged horror months of September, October, and November. However, I couldn't wait. I decided to read Mayfly, and oh my god, I liked it for the ending because it is the ending that I had hoped would happen. Let's just say that whatever happened, they deserved it, and you just can't find that you are like feel sorry for any of the people that are in this book. But I really enjoyed it. They say that if you enjoy Bunny by Mona Awad, you'd probably also like Mayfly by CJ Lead, I believe is the author, and I've already added to my want to read list the next book. I believe this is a debut book, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to the next one. And then I have started and finished the first book, ACOTAR, The Court of Thorns and Roses. very popular spicy Fae series. And my friend and I, Abby and I, has been like going back and forth with wanting to read this. And later did we discover that another friend of ours in the same group chat has already read the first 3 books. ACOTAR, Mist and Fury, and then what is the next one? Frost, and no, I can't remember. I did write it in my reading journal what the next one was, but I have finished ACOTAR. I'd say it's a little bit minimal spice for the beginning of the book series. I did like listen to the audiobook of this. Like, I'm wondering why every time it is like a spicy book, I end up listening to the audio rather than reading the book. And I don't know if that's like an awkward situation, but I listen with earphones, so that's fine. I did also like listen to the audio of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I don't know if that's like adding to the cringe when it comes to like scenes, sexual scenes. So yeah, so far I am enjoying the story. It's not necessarily that wow for me because I'm still easing into this. Romantasy is not necessarily my favorite genre, nor is like enemies to lovers situation my trope. That I don't really enjoy romance in general. Like, that's not my cup of tea. However, I did like the story building, and I am actually listening to the second book, Mist and Fury, and the way Sarah J. Maas describes, I guess, like the different courts where Feyre went to. I don't want to spoil things, but what do you call this? I'm kind of like can see it in my brain what it looks like the environment. I know what it looks like. I just find that Feyre is not the main character that I enjoy reading about. Like the girl who is like, I remember reading like a comment in Goodreads, like kind of like Katniss Everdeen, but in the Fae world, and like her trials and such. Also kind of reminds me a little bit of Fourth Wing as well, and also Powerless. So I'm like feeling that Romantasy is like having their own titles, but they're like following, all of them are following the same patterns when it comes to the storyline, the beats of all of the what do you call this? The movement of the story, the progress, character building, world building. They're like, they feel the same, and to me that's like meh. So I'm still sort of enjoying it. I'm still curious. I'm willing to finish the whole ACOTAR series and see for myself what the hype is all about. And so far, I have not felt that there is like any spice that is super cringy. I haven't reacted the same way as I have reacted in Fourth Wing and Powerless. So that's a good sign, because I did not necessarily enjoy those 2 that I mentioned. So yeah, I have not progressed with my Isekai month at all. I have not watched a single anime this month, and we're just going to roll with that. I don't really care anymore. Tomorrow is another community day, so I'm probably going to like try to catch shinies again in Pokemon Go. I did manage to finish this one. This is it's supposed to be a book pouch or like a book sleeve that I made that could fit actually my journals. I did make this one from a pattern on YouTube that I saw, and so far this is okay, but it's too tight for like the books that I have. While this one, I actually made this flat and then sewn the sides together. So this is kind of like roomier compared to this one. This is a little bit tight because of the pattern of the squares that I did, like the checkered. So what I have here is my reading journal. So far, the reading journal has no updates other than the ones that I have mentioned. So far, I really like this actually. If I did not make a mistake here, this probably is my favorite spread of the whole August. I still have a bunch of from my TBR that I have not done yet. I only had read 4, as you have seen on the other journal. I am in the middle of Along Came a Spider by James Patterson. I am like so close to finishing it, if only I was not busy and not sick. I have been absent for 2 half days already, so I haven't gotten around to reading Along Came a Spider because I left it in the office. The Dark Prophecy by Rick Riordan, I have started reading it yesterday, again, picked it back up, but I'm still not that in the mood for it, since I'm more, I guess, in the mood for the ACOTAR series. 10,000 Skies Above You, I was supposed to read it last night, did not feel like reading it, and Iron Gold, I still haven't progressed since I stopped at chapter 4. So I'm kind of sad because I know that Red God by Pierce Brown is coming up, like I believe November of this year, and I want to like finish Iron Gold, Lightbringer, and Dark. What is? Can't really remember the other. Wait, did I write it down? Yeah, Dark Age, and Lightbringer before Red God like releases. So I kind of want to catch up with my Red Rising saga. So far these are the 4 that I've decorated, and I pre-decorated the cart of Mist and Fury with all of the stickers that I made by myself. I kind of like this actually, but yeah, so far all I can say is that Risen, if you know, you know. I guess, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the second book kind of more than the first book, minus the behaviors of Feyre. And then we're going to proceed with my daily writing journal here, or like the weekly spreads that I have. I've been keeping up with this actually. As you can see here, today's actually the 17th, so I am keeping up with this. So far, no gacha has been done. There is like a lot of quality of life updates on Genshin Impact. Not that I am still playing that. I am playing it on and off because I'm kind of like burnt out by all of the games that I'm playing as of the moment. But so far, it has been okay. It has been busy. That's why I haven't been playing at all. But so far, the what do you call this again? Lamy Peridot Green Crystal Ink is looking pretty beautiful on the pages, and these are like the past 3 weeks that I haven't updated you guys with. And yeah, what I've been doing to occupy my time is probably a lot of Don't Starve, a lot of audiobooks, and a lot of being sick. So yeah, that is the update so far for this month. I hope that the rest of the month is like easier for me, because if not, I am going to like collapse. So yeah, I'm going to leave you guys for the moment because I am sweating and I can't take it anymore. So yeah, I'm going to come back and update you guys once there's anything more to update with. Hello there, good morning. I'm here back with another haul. I did not go to Ochako Fest 2024 this weekend, but my brother did. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the stuff that he brought home for me. Some of these I asked for, some of these are, like a bunch of these actually are like gifts and freebies from his friends. And there are a lot here actually that are surprises, as you may say. I'm going to start first with the stuff that are not mine, originally stuff that I did not ask for. So here we are, I guess. I don't know where these are from. Like some of these are like freebies, like these ones. I don't know who gave them to my brother. I have 2 of these for some reason, so I have a lot of those. One for him, one for me. And he went there like on the last day of Otaku Fest. So somehow it's always the case when it comes to like merch shops that I am very much appreciative of them, is that during the last day of con they usually give out extras, and so that's why there's a lot here. The basics, we have like One Piece stuff here. I actually asked for a piranha biscuit. Look at this, this is so cute. I don't know what these shops are actually. He just gave me a photo of like the booth stall, and then like asked if there's anything I wanted from the shop. I actually think that this is part of the set, like these ones, and also this one. So Purple Chick, I guess, is the shop for this. I also think that this was the set of 5 that he got from the same shop, because looking at the art style, they look similar. Hold on, let me adjust the brightness, or like the focus, I mean. It's just the beginning of the day, I don't know already. So I believe that this is the set that we have, along with like Robin, Boa, and Piranha here, and probably also this Nifty. My favorite has been character, actually. So yeah, that's the first probably shop that we have. The next one here, I actually have not watched Freyren, so these are like gifts from the merch owner's merch shop that are friends of my brother's. So you can see there's like so many of these. So many. And I don't know where these are from. Probably Hololive. And I don't know. I also have not watched Freyren, but I do know the characters. This is funny. Like, I need to do this right now probably because I'm feeling very much sick again. So that's from another shop. Or yeah. Next are these ones. Look at the melon pan hedgehog. This is so adorable. I think this is also like a freebie. And my brother got me a bunch of stuff. Like, I was specifically asking for Dungeon Meshi merch. And I asked for this particular shop, but it only had Senshi left. So I was like, please get me Senshi because I'm going to put it in my recipe book. I do have 2 recipe journals that I'm working on, and somehow the shop owner gave both of the last stocks that are left. Probably this is like a miscut. So that's why they gave both of them. And I don't know what is with this because I have a bunch of random stuff here on my side. I have another, the 2 has-been characters. Like, I believe, like, whole has-been, I really like Nifty, Angel Dust, and Alistar, but Angel Dust and Alistar are, like, very much common favorites. But my real favorite is Nifty. So, yeah, Stab and Angel. And my brother also got me this tiny... Oops, sorry. This is very funny. This is like the funniest merch that he got for me. And he also got me a bunch of Genshin, of course. Genshin merch. My main child and another son of mine. And also Kaiju number 8. Also have one of these, like baby cinnamon. I probably a freebie as well. I didn't ask for that, but I did ask for this one because it's kind of funny. Also asked for a Marcel sticker for my gaming journal, and these cats. These are adorable kittens. I really wanted this one because it looks like a Siamese cat, and then of course a calico, and then a meme cat. And then I also have 2 more freebies here. It's amazing because they gave, like, the shop owner of this, my brother said, is like a cosplayer that I have also met like last time. And this time she had a booth in Otaku Fest, and this is her art. Apparently I've already bought from the shop before in Otaku Fest as well 2 years ago. You could see like no, you can't really see the watermark, but anyway, I really love these because this is like, my brother said these are freebies and that my brother could take whatever, and he doesn't play Pokemon that much anymore, especially Scarlet and Violet. But what she didn't know, like the merch owner, is that I really love Rika and Larry. So this is like happiness for me when I saw these, and my brother didn't even tell me that he got Rika and Larry. And the last bit of merch that I have here is not from Otaku Fest, but rather from like the Taiwan Gongcha event for Klee and Jean, like the Gongcha Genshin Impact event. And I got these from Ali, like a coaster of Klee as well as the ticket. This is probably my first official like merch from Genshin, like the ticket merch. I always wanted one of these. And it's Klee and it's cute and I love it. So yeah, that's the little haul that I have here. I would like to mention this. I don't know which shop this came from, but this is like an added touch to like merch owners or merch shops that sell and have like very simple paper bags or like paper envelopes they put in their stickers in. There's always like these imprint stamps or embossed stamps that you could find like in stationery stores, and you could like add like imprints on your paper bag to make it like unique. And I like this idea actually. This is a pretty good idea when it comes to making your envelopes unique other than just your stamp of your shop or your shop name. Kind of wish that there is a shop name for this, but in any case, that is the haul for today. Really enjoyed this. A lot of stuff are here, and I'm happy actually, even though I did not go. So yeah, that is it for the update for today. I will update you more once there's anything else. So I have a little bit of an update for you guys today. I honestly should have listened to an audiobook while I was doing this last night because it was a lot of downtime and I just wanted to do a little bit of a project that I have in the works for the longest of time, and I just wanted to start it even if it's a little bit of a progress every day so that I could end up finishing it. But I last night was watching a bunch of stash busting videos of crochet and yarn, and I always thought to myself that I would use up all the yarn that I have. I might end up doing a update video on all of the yarn projects that I've finished, all of the works in progress that I'm probably may or may not do anymore for 2024, and I'm just thinking about it as of the moment. But I'm going to finish this vlog first before doing that. But this week has been everything pretty much making different stuff. Most of them are granny stitches or mesh style, and I am almost finished actually with one project that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, which is a mesh tote sort of sling bag. I'm going to provide pictures of that once I have finished it. I'm just doing the straps because I am grading, I'm doing what do you call this, I'm changing a little bit of the pattern that the maker provided on YouTube. She was doing 44 rows of for the sling bag strap, and the 44 rows of that mesh pattern for the strap does not fit me, so I had to do 130 I guess rows. So I'm still working on that, maybe because my yarn size is I am using a 3-ply while she was using a 5-ply yarn, so that's probably why mine is a little bit smaller gauge wise. So I am slowly working on that. I'm almost finished. I believe I'm at the 70th row for the strap. So we're going to talk about this one first because I finally found a box for it. I was planning on last time making a desk mat for this table because, as you can see, this table is very discolored, sort of white, because it's recycled white, and this table is quite old, and I wanted to have a desk mat for this. I have a bunch of desk mats. I used to use the faux leather one. However, with my allergies, it's kind of difficult when every bit of fiber is flying around. So I decided I wanted to use mercerized cotton and make a granny square sort of patchwork desk mat for myself, and I use mercerized cotton. I used to have this colorway, this one, in my stash when I wanted to try knitting. I don't know why I'm using mercerized cotton for knitting, but it failed, and I decided I still have these types of balls in this colorway, so I'm thinking that maybe I'll make a patchwork sort of checkerboard granny square situation using the colors that are in this corrugated colorway, and it's almost pretty close. Actually, it's pretty close. So I have this colorway, which is a very jewel turquoise, and then this one is sort of Tiffany blue, almost close enough, and then I just chose a mint color, just this one, which is not really part of the colorways here, but I did not find any white mercerized cotton. This is the Canon brand. I did leave the label inside of these cakes, and I do have dye lots here or shade numbers for these. But yeah, so I wanted to do a probably 10 by 15 squares, and I made a bunch of these solid granny square stitch solid granny squares. I made a bunch of these. I was planning on making all of the granny squares before I sew them together. However, I was so lucky that I decided to stop for a bit and try to connect the pieces together. Then I realized some of my tension is kind of looser compared to others, and connecting these two kind of a bit wonky, and I did not like how it looked. So I researched a bunch of how to do connect as you go granny square situation, and I did find a little bit of a tutorial for that, and I decided to redo all of the, I believe this is 45 squares that I have made. Like, of course, this is like lesser now because I used some of them here, but I believe it's like 45-ish squares of solid granny, and decided to make like the basic granny square. And so far, for the past 2 days that I'm working on this and trying to get myself off of like the pain of realizing that I need to redo all of these 45 squares, and this is how it looks like so far. So it's pretty much smaller, so I'm probably wasting a bunch of yarn for this, but I don't really care anymore. But I decided to do like the basic granny square, 3 layers or 3 rows of it, and just connect it as I go. And I realized that, as you can see, there is no live like ends to weave or sew in, because I've been using I've transitioned to a metal darning needle for like sewing up my ends, and I find using this very pleasant compared to the plastic ones. And so far I'm actually enjoying sewing my ends for some reason. And so this is how much I have done for the past 2 days that I'm doing this. I am using a 2.5 millimeter hook, so tiny, and I'm glad actually that I'm not having cramps using this, but I'm only doing like 10 a day. So I'm enjoying this so far, and I actually brought it out here because this is like the table to use it for. So I don't know if 15, like 10 is here. So it's like, if it's 10 by 15, yeah, I can probably do it. Like, if I added 5 more to the side, I can maybe do like imagine it is like smaller. I think I could do 10 by 13, which is like nice because that's like my birthday. So I could probably do 10 rows down, because you could like, there's still space. So 10 rows down, 13 rows across for this one, which is nice because I'm expecting to make like 15 rows of these for like the across, but since 13 can be done, I could do that. And I'm enjoying like the process of sewing it as I go, or like connecting the squares as I go, and the effect of it is like clean. So yeah, this is the project that I'm currently working on. I have a bunch of works in progress when it comes to my crocheting, and I'm kind of sad that some of them probably I am going to have to frog or not complete, or just accept that I won't do them, because I have other plans for those yarn scraps and balls that I still have. Like, I was thinking, what am I supposed to do with like 10 balls of gray, like the very muted or like very dreary gray color yarn. I was thinking I'm going to use some of the balls for like a tote bag or something, and some of the balls I'm probably going to make a beanie for my cousin when he visits next year probably. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying this. This is going to be the project that we're working on this week, and probably the rest of the month, because I'm doing like 10 squares a day. It's just very tiring, but yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm hoping that by the end of this month, you would see me working on my memory keeping spreads with the desk mat as the background. Don't really hold me to it that I'm finishing this in the end of August, but I'm still hoping that I'm able to.
Hello, it is Sunday today, the 25th, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm currently actually home alone, maybe not for like another couple of minutes or hours maybe, but I guess this is like the perfect time for me to update my desk mat granny square situation here while everybody is out of the house. So I'm going to make the most of this. So currently, I believe it is day 7 as I am doing the 10 squares a day, join as I go with the desk mat, and this is how much I have. Like currently I am at 2, 4, 6, 7 and a half when it comes to the length of this. So far, as you can see from my hand is pretty big, so it is like super wide when it comes to like my situation here. But we should have, like, I'm probably going to lay this out once it is all finished, but I do have like a technique
when it comes to like my squares that I noticed that would help me motivate me to do more of the squares, like 10 squares per day. I'm thinking of finishing this like in 13 days because there are 13 columns, but I decided why the hell not, I'll just add more squares if I feel like it. Usually I do the 10 squares a day when I finish working in the afternoon, but somehow I'm still motivated to do more, so I do more. That's why there is 7.5 columns now on day 7. So I do have this tip here, as I have mentioned like earlier in the update of this video, that I have done the solid granny squares for a bunch of like 45 solid granny squares, and then I realized that I should have joined as I went on and decided to do the regular granny squares. So I unraveled all of my solid granny squares, but decided to start doing like the granny squares up to the point where I will join this. Like this is the third round of the granny square, like the first side, and then at this point this is when I join it to the whole desk mat blanket situation. So this is what I've been doing to the 45 squares. As you can see, there's still a bunch here left that I haven't done, but that is what I've been doing, like prepping before I do my session of all joining as I go. And I find that doing this beforehand, even like I haven't done the partial of the granny squares with the yarn cakes just yet because I just finished using them for the previous ones. But I realized that when I'm doing these, like the preliminary preparations for the squares, it's a lot faster because the bulk of like the making of this desk mat is mainly the first parts. Like these are the like tedious parts, at least for me, like making the beginning of each square. So I decided to just do the squares all together, but stopping before I'm at the point wherein I'm going to join it to the other squares, and it has been faster. So I'm planning on doing more of this today because it's Sunday and I have nothing to do. I was supposed to actually play the new Harvest Moon game today because my brother got me the Harvest Moon One World, which is the newest one. We were supposed to play Harvest Moon Home Sweet Home, which is the Android and iOS version of Harvest Moon. It has released like last Friday, and we were planning on playing that actually on mobile. And when we realized that Home Sweet Home is actually different from One World, I decided just to save the space in my mobile or my phone and just buy the Switch game and not worry about like space when it comes to me, because I'm going to probably play the new Harvest Moon if I'm going to get the mobile version on this phone, but I need the space for filming. So I decided to just buy the Switch version and not stress myself out with the mobile version. And yeah, I have a pile here of all of the scrap yarn that are like at the end. As you can see, like the solid granny square uses up more yarn compared to the generic granny square, so there are a bunch of yarn left over from like the previous squares. So I'm just not going to worry about it. I know this is like a waste of money, a waste of like yarn, but decided on doing like collecting these and using them as stuffing instead. So yeah, that's the update for the desk mat so far. I'm pretty pleased with myself actually as I'm doing this because it looks I really love looking at this. I find joy seeing how much progress this has been, because before this I get kind of intimidated with all of the squares actually, but joining as I go is like very pleasing and saves me the stress of like cleaning up loose ends at the very end. And also there's another thing that I have been doing. Like yesterday I started actually learning how to knit. And as of the moment, I'm just doing the knit stitch and the purl stitch. And this is the third attempt that I have done yesterday with a combed cotton yarn. I don't know if this is like a 5. I don't know what size this my circular needles are, but I bought the metal circular needles, realized that it's too slippery, but I still pushed forward using up scrap yarn that I have and practicing, and so far so good, if I say so myself. Only like the tension or like the sides, I guess, of the knitting is like loose or like twisted because of course I'm still learning. I have attempted knitting beforehand early in the year and like stopped because I was so discouraged, but now as I'm doing this, I think I'm pretty good at doing it so far with the knit and the purl stitch. Like my pearls are, I'm sorry, this is so hard filming in one hand, but the purl is so far neater compared to the previous one. I actually
threw out my very first swatch of knitting because I was so discouraged. So we're going to consider this one as my third attempt, but first actual swatch of knitting. So yeah, I've already ordered new wooden circular needles just out of a whim, and we're going into knitting era after I do all of my crocheting stuff. I haven't planned on like filming my crochet update just yet, but I'm thinking about doing that. But in any case, I'm going to still practice knitting for a while and then maybe make my parents some pairs of socks. That's the whole goal of this, and just wanting to see if I am able to do it.
I cannot tell you how much I felt so nervous when I tried to like edit the video for this whole vlog, and when I opened the gallery, like my phone gallery, I did not see any videos. I was so scared, but somehow I don't know why my phone, after I edited like the first part of this, or like not the first part, it's more like the big bulk of this video, it changed like the folder from like video clips to movie clips. So I don't know. I think once like we are reaching like the first hour or like 1 hour mark of a video, my phone just considered this into a movie instead of like video. But in any case, I have found the other clips and footage that I have already edited in this video, and this is going to be the last part of this video. Today is the 1st of September. It's quite stormy, but now like the rain stopped, but it's still kind of cool enough for me to not turn on the electric fan, so hopefully the audio is better. And as you can see here, we finally have our desk mat set up for this video like space. I'm very happy and very pleased with how this turned out. I ended up making this into a 10 by 12 square mat instead of the 10 by 13 that I was hoping to get, because I only had little bits left. I was so scared that I wasn't even able to finish 12 column, but somehow I was able to finish it. This is how it turned out. Very pleased with this. Maybe one of these days I'm going to like make another one of this, because I really enjoyed the join as I go with all of the granny squares, mercerized cotton, and like I used a 3mm hook, I guess, and I discovered that this is quite enjoyable. I did, like, it was tedious of course, but I am so happy that I was able to finish it, and also used a metal darning needle, so I enjoy the weaving in the ends more, as I like whenever I attach one square I weave in the end immediately, so it helped with the pacing of me doing this like a column a day, so that is like 10 squares per day. And I did not actually really finish this in 12 days. I finished this in like 8 days, because I was like, I keep working on it while I was listening to audiobooks and other YouTube videos, so it was quite enjoyable. I really do like it, and I was super scared, I was super nervous. So this is one of my finished objects for the month of August. I don't know if I'm going to make like a finished objects video, because because of this whole monthly vlog, I ended up not being able to film a bunch of videos because of memory space issues with my phone. I only film in my phone, and this phone also has my Fate Grand Order, Cookie Run Kingdom, so it's like the whole the memory is so full, especially if I am like keeping like clips and not uploading them immediately. So I don't think I'm going to make another whole month update video sort of vlog going forward, so I must remind myself that I should not be lazy when editing. So yeah, this is for my finished object. I do have a few whips that I would like to share that are like going to this month, so it's already September, so next month, going to the September works in progress page in my journal. I did happen to finish this is supposed to be like, the initial plan was to make a Pixel Premiere Ball Granny Square blanket. So this is like too big for the screen. Like I did not expect it to be this big, but it's like super big. So I ended up making this into another desk mat instead. So if I'm going to like push the camera just a little bit up, I hope you can see. It's still too big for the camera. I was expecting, or like I was like planning on making this. This is super bubbly as well. I was actually planning on like interchanging this desk mat with this one. This is for like, look at my ugly slip stitches at the back. I was planning for this one to be whenever I have something interesting to show you guys. Like this is more plain compared to the bright like colors of this one. Well, mainly you could see just white and red, but this is like more cohesive to look at compared to this one. So if I don't really have that much interesting to show, and like I just have my hands and such to explain stuff or update stuff in the vlog, I wanted to use this one because it's like more visually interesting, I guess, because look, it's a Premiere Ball and I really enjoyed it. I was planning to make this as a, what do you call this, blanket, but I realized like for the past few weeks, it's like super hot. It is only today when, or like this past couple of days that it started to rain. That's why it's like cool enough to supposed to wear like a mini cardigan or like a lightweight cardigan of some sort. But I tried to wear my granny stitch what do you call that, hexagon cardigan, and it was just too hot for that. So I don't need another very bulky blanket when I know I have my Faces, Wanderer Faces blanket. So I decided to make this into a desk mat for whenever there is nothing really interesting to like show you visually, and I just need something colorful in the background. And it ended up being too puffy, I guess, because I slip stitched the back wrong. Like I made it too tight. So I was like slip stitching all of these colors together, like that way and then that way, and then it just puffed up. I don't know how to remedy that, but it's fine. I decided to embrace how puffy it is. It's just a puffy desk mat serving its purpose. And I do still have ends to weave in. This I did not do the weave the ends as I go situation in this. That's why there's still a lot left here. I did start like 3 of the columns here to the side, and this is going, I'm already considering this actually as a finished object also for the month of August. So that's 2 desk mats for the month of August, but I just need to weave in the ends for this one. The work in progress that I want to finish for the month of September is this one. Hold on, I'm gonna frame it properly. It's this one. Now this is me having my background clash with the color that I have in front of you in the object. If you cannot tell what my favorite color scheme is, then now you know. This is supposed to be like a bag or like a small, it's not a water holder situation, but it's more of like a pouch or whatever you want to put it in. This is using like scale stitching. This is supposed to be like a dragon egg scales situation that I found a tutorial of. I think I started this like a few months ago, like maybe in March or April, I can't really remember. But my intention for this was to make this into a pouch or a yarn cozy. So as you can see here, there's a ball of yarn inside here that is like fitting perfectly inside here. So my intention for this was to put a yarn here for whenever I go out for a walk or exercise or whatever that I need to like not sit down. I'm going to like, this is already like too big for like a ball of yarn that I usually do. So instead of making another row of this scale stitch, I will put a lip like border of this color and then just put a strap on this, just so I could have like use it for like whenever I go for a walk and just want to like crochet or knit. And yeah, this is the dragon egg pouch, I guess is what it's called on YouTube. I'll try to find a tutorial again because it has been a long time since I have worked on this. I actually, like my mom actually found this in a cupboard of some sort or like a cabinet. And I forgot that I was making this, and also I forgot to account for this ball of yarn in particular in my stash. So this is going to get worked on probably later if I have like the energy for it, because I'm also like trying to update all of the stuff for like videos that I was not able to film because I was doing this vlog. So this is going to get done hopefully in like the next vlog that you see. In other news, when it comes to like me and my yarny adventures, I have delved into the realm of knitting. I have actually impulse bought a set of circular needles because in the beginning when I was like wanting to start doing this like last year, July I think or June, I actually bought 3 sets of these metal circular needles, thinking that I will just buy circular needles because I know I'm going to make like socks and hats and such, and buying like double-ended needles for like that purpose and not having the string attached to it is like buying 2 sets, like separate sets. Why not just buy just one like circular needle per size instead? So yeah, I bought 3 sets of this. I don't even know what size this is. Probably a 5 because I usually buy a 3, a 4, and a 5 when it comes to like my hooks and such. So I think this is the biggest one, which is a 5. And I was practicing with this, and with metal circular needles, super slippery, especially when you're a beginner. So I impulse bought a set of 18 sizes of the metal, like the wooden one rather, sorry. And I was like trying to see what projects I was like able to practice making, and ruining the movie magic for this one. It actually took me 7 tries to cast this on. So this was supposed to be a headband of some sort. Like you see those like beauty headbands where you could like pull back your hair and your bangs. This is what's supposed to be. And I don't know if like my yarn is enough to make it all around my head. And as you can see here, I did drop a few stitches and had to twist it back. Like some of these are like twisted, some of these are like, as you can see here, it's not perfect. This is like my very first attempt to make a project of some sort. And I started like this week to seriously knit. And this was like the first attempt to making a project. This is kind of boring though, to be perfectly honest. Like it's just knit one and then slip one, like a slip purl something, like you slip as if you are purling situation. And it's fun, it's stretchy, it's fine, it's for a first project situation, but this gets old pretty quickly since it's just that pattern all throughout, and also the fear of not having enough yarn. So I don't know, I was like super impatient yesterday. My new yarn actually came in, like I bought 6 balls of sock yarn because the whole reason why I want to knit is I want to try to knit a pair of socks and a hat if possible. So I found this very easy like tutorial of how to make a simple beret, and I actually bought a combed milk cotton yarn in army green. this is my favorite color. Like for wearables, army green is like my favorite color. So I don't know why I was feeling so ambitious at like 8 p.m. yesterday after work, and I was super exhausted. However, I still managed to like cast on a beginning of that simple beret that I found a tutorial of on YouTube, and I already started with the ribbing last night and realized I skipped a stitch, and I don't know how to fix it since I just started and I don't know how to increase yet, so I'm learning how to do the make one. I also trying to learn how to do the knit two together, and I just still don't know how to fix like laddering issues when you drop a stitch or something. So whenever I ended up dropping a stitch, I like recast on, and it's like stressing me out. I need to learn how to fix twists and like laddering issues. So I casted this on already yesterday and did like 3 rows of the ribbing, the knit one purl one pattern, 1x1 ribbing, and ended up dropping 1 stitch like in the middle, and like I panicked and pulled it all off. And so I'm back with the 1x1 ribbing, and I just started, and this is like the second row. I did manage to like buy a like scissors. It's a rock paper scissors set of like, what do you call this? Needle stoppers. At the end, I only bought 1. I was supposed to buy 2, so yeah, never mind. But yeah, this is like another work in progress that I want to at least get half of it done by September, because I realized that knitting actually goes so much slower compared to crocheting. Like for example, this mat, only 8 days. It only took me 8 days to make this big of a project, while for this one, just this, like, let's not account for me ripping out the first ribbing that I did, just casting on and doing the first row and then a little bit of the second row, took me probably like 2 hours, because of course I'm just starting, and I realized that maybe I did not think about it, but probably when I was starting crocheting, like doing swatches, because I'm also doing swatches for this, I finally learned how to do a stockinette stitch, a garter stitch, and a moss stitch yesterday. And I think maybe when I was starting crocheting like 2 years ago, I might also have been this low, like probably me doing like an amigurumi of some sort. Like my very first amigurumi was Dodoko from Genshin Impact, please Dodoko. It also took me about like 4 to 5 hours to make the first one. So probably learning takes it, I'm taking it slow because I don't want to mess it up, because I would want to wear a beret like in this color. And it reminds me of CAT in high school, so I don't know if this is like the Army Reserves training situation in high school, but yeah, we'll see if I'm going to wear this. Now reminding me of like high school, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, if this goes well, and I like knitting in combed cotton for some reason, it's kind of fine. It's also it's not really that stretchy, but I don't really want my hat to be super stretchy because it might fall off. I don't really have that big of a head anyway, so if I'm going to be successful in this, I would like to attempt another beret from Pokemon, which is the Sword and Shield era beret that is in red. I'm thinking so far ahead into the future, but so far doing this one, hopefully getting the headband done. If the headband lacks yarn, I could just always go across the street and buy more, because there is now a yarn store right across from where I live. And yeah, finishing this one so that I could use this and exercise while I knit or crochet. So that is the update so far for like the knitting and crocheting. And I'm so happy that I'm actually saying that I am knitting, because this is like something that I've always wanted to do when I was like in high school. So yeah, I'm going to clean this up first, and then we're going to proceed to the next segment of this update. The next part of this update is also a fun one, because I'm going to have a little haul. Now that I think about it, this update, like whole monthly August update, has 2 hauls in it. The first one being Otaku Fest, but my brother was the one who bought stuff for me. This time is Sticker Fest, Autumn Sticker Fest. It's also right across the street from where I live, the mall that they rented like the event for, and I did buy a few stuff. Like I was trying my best not to buy too much, and I also like watched a mini Vanguard tournament there, and it's just super fun. I just happened to like buy so many stuff, so this is kind of like crazy. I was thinking of like probably just doing or like buying just a little bit, something that I would probably like. Ended up buying too much. So where am I going first? I might go first with this one because no. Is it this one? Oh yeah, this is the first shop that I bought from, and I had to search a bit for what the name was. It was Artsy Ginji, I guess is the name on Facebook, and I only bought actually one item from them. This is the first Kara that I have seen when I entered the venue, and I really enjoyed like this is so cute. When I went there actually like yesterday, Saturday, when it started, a lot of the shops were just like prepping, and this was the first one that I saw that has already finished their place, and I think I was one of the people who actually were the first ones to go to that con and go around it. It was crazy actually. So probably I was the first one who bought from the store, and she gave me extras. Like I bought one sticker, she gave me two, and of course Skara with Nahida, and then an extra Choso from Jujutsu Kaisen. I do know that my friend Nika really loves Choso, so I'm going to give this to her because I know that she will appreciate this more than not necessarily. I also appreciate that the store gave me a freebie, or like the shop owner gave me a freebie, but I know that my friend really loves Choso, so I'm going to give that to her. Oh yeah, here it is. Artsy Ginji, and then she wrote like free at the back. So thank you so much. The next one that I bought from, like I'm trying to do this in chronological order, I guess it's this one. I was like holding back, as you can see from like, I should like do this so that we can have like a display at the end. I was trying to hold back actually. As you can see, I only bought from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shops. Whereas if I am in like my normal mode, I would probably have prints and a bunch of button pins, but I tried to withhold myself. And this is the second shop that I bought from. This is Pokejad, but I don't know the name of their artist. But I saw, like my brother saw that they have Evolutions. And you do know that I am a sucker for Evolutions, especially the shiny ones. So I have the whole shiny set, except for Sylvia, which is supposed to be my favorite shiny. The second one being Umbreon, of course, classic, beautiful, shiny. But I really love Sylveon. Sylveon is one of my favorite Pokemon, Evolution. And I just happened to like sweep all of the shinies because I know that this is the last Eevee that is shiny. Second to the last shiny Umbreon, probably the last shiny Glaceon, I guess. And then since there's only 9 of them and there is a bundle, if you choose 10, it's like in a lesser amount. So I decided to just get this Rowlet. Like this is the expression that I have for it, like a Sylveon not having a shiny. And then I have here a Sanigas card. This is probably from Twilight Masquerade, the newest, one of the newest set in the Scarlet and Violet. And this was given to me by the shop owner, or like the person who was there, as a like freebie, because I was thinking of wanting to collect all of the art that has like some sort of knitting or crochet style. And I know that there's a Love Disc one, and I know that there's a Sandygast one. I don't know yet what other Pokemon that has this art, so I want to try to collect the commons of like all of the art in Pokemon that have the knitted or crochet look, and they just gave this to me for free because it's a common, and I really appreciate that. I love freebies for like this part. The next shop that I bought from, I actually had to come back to because I was thinking in my head, do I really want it? And turns out I really do want it. So it is this shop. This is what is the name? So this one is from Pixel Pop. It is a perler bead keychain, kind of pricey actually, but it is what it is. I would like to support them. So this is a cow pixel art. Reminds me so much of Harvest Moon. They do have like a classic, a strawberry, the chocolate one, which is this one, and then what do you call this? They also have like a purple cow and a green cow, which is not the usual. But of course, I know that this is not entirely Harvest Moon inspired, but yeah, this reminds me so much of the chocolate cow in Harvest Moon. I could have gotten the strawberry cow because like the strawberry cow one is one of my favorites as well. However, the pink was just too fuchsia for me, so I decided to just get the chocolate one, and I really love this. I'm going to put that in my Switch case. My Switch case happens to be JO colors as well, so it's like browns and yellows and this color scheme as well. And then from Tinai K-pop Noodles, this is a
acrylic pin, which is actually quite nice. My brother actually found this and saw this shop and like, look, there's a Scara Meow pin, and I really like this as well. It's super adorable. So this is the second Scara item that I have bought from this. And then I just saw an Albedo photo card, just a printed out art of him, the official art. Really like the Albedo with like the puffier hair art, so I got that one. Going to probably put this in my journal or like make this as a bookmark if I'm being honest. Then the next one, I believe, is this one. I am in the hunt always for Dungeon Meshi related merch, so I actually saw this one first. Marcel is my favorite Dungeon Meshi character, so when I saw this, I feel her. So I was supposed to just buy this one and the cap, because that's adorable. And when I looked down, like it was like in the top part of the display, and then when I looked down, I found two more. So the girl was like, oh, a Dungeon Meshi fan, specifically a Marcel fan. So I really love these, so I decided to just pick them up, put this probably in my journal for like my recipe book, because Dungeon Meshi is like a gourmet anime, so I'm going to put those there. And then here, here is my second to the last one, or like the last one probably, because this is like together. What I don't know is that if these new carnival, because it's the same stall, but sometimes in one stall there is like 2 or 3 different artists, so I don't know, but we'll just call it, this is Artensils, Artensils PH if you want to follow them. I got new carnival stickers. They did not have Ray, I believe, but I did not mind because I stopped playing when, like, before Ray came out. So I got my mains, Aster, of course, a little vampire, and then Yakumo, which is really my main, and then Blade. Even though Blade kind of annoys me, I still like his design. So that's the 3 new carnival stickers that I have from that shop. And then I got more Dungeon Meshi stuff. So at first I found these 2, which is now my favorite, Albedo and Scaramouche art, food-related art. Probably another one for my recipe book, if I'm being honest. And then Dungeon Meshi stuff, I got Fallen, Chiljock, and of course Marcel. I could have gotten another one, maybe Laios or Senshi. I already have a Senshi sticker, not from this artist, but I already have a Senshi sticker, and I could not pass this up. Like, look at it, it's adorable. Albedo's the reason why I played Genshin, so I'll always pick up an Albedo sticker when it is this cute. So that's why I had to pass up on Laios, which is kind of sad. So that is from this shop, and this is the whole haul. Yeah, that's everything that I got from Sticker Fest. Like, it broke the bank a bit, but this is less compared to like other hauls that I have previous years. I have learned to like restrain myself and only go for stuff that I know that I really like, because I have seen a bunch of art prints that are super good. Like, there are a bunch of art prints, like there are a lot of ZZZ. So the Triple Z I did not play. That's why I did not like buy anything from other shops, because they are like super ZZZ related, or like only ZZZ merch. There are also shops that are only Funko Pop, so like that's already a pass. And there are also a lot of shops that are Omniscient Reader's Perspective. What is that? ORV. Omniscient Reader's View, something. So I have not read ORV as well, so I did not buy any merch from it, even though I know that the art style is so good. I also like restrained myself from solo leveling merch because I already have art prints of that. So these are just the ones that I decided to pick up. 1, because it's my favorite. 2, because I don't have much Dungeon Meshi merch. And this is probably my cap now. Of course, I will always get a shiny set and like also unique stuff. So yeah, that is the haul. I'm going to clean this up, and then we're going to the final part of this update. Okay, y'all, the sun came up, and I hope you don't mind the fan because I really need it. I'm sweating so much. But yes, we are updating the journals part of this video. Of course, it's always the last part that I do. And yeah, I've already done my pages. I already did my best to update this last night and this morning, and it's just because I wanted to film my In My Notebooks video, because I believe I did not film the July one, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I really need to like edit this and then put up like try to film my September setup, try to film the In My Notebooks, my TBR, my wrap up, all of the stuff. I need a space, so we're going to wrap this video up. The first one, I'm going to go in order, I guess. I'm going to check and see how the August monthly has turned out. I'm going to talk more about this in my notebooks video, but you already know probably the disaster that is this page. I did not watch a single anime this month, which is sad, but I managed to have so many stuff here in my calendar. As for the highlights page, it's pretty full actually, pretty full. And I managed to, this is funny, okay, this is funny. I only happened to read books that start with an A or an M this month. As you see here, it's also AM. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I read 7 books, which is fine. I actually thought that I read only 6 books this month, but I failed to record about Any Man, which is a book about SA, sexual assault. I don't know if I can say that, but yeah, it is in the perspective of what if a man was SA'd, and what are their experiences if it's their turn, and also like it's like shift in the perspective, as well as it is now the women that are saying, oh, if you should not have worn that outfit, you should not have went with that girl if you were asking for it. Like those are like the normal sad but super common things that people say about victims, and I hate it. So I hated it so much. However, the book was so good. It's multimedia, written multimedia as well, situation like emails, chats, interviews, news reports, and like it's so crazy and made me so angry. It took me so long actually to finish, but I was so angry. Also, I have finished this month ACOTAR and Mist & Fury, and as you can see, this is already spoiler for my wrap up, but I enjoyed ACOTAR. Mist & Fury not that much, because I don't really enjoy an annoying main character. Sorry to say, but that's just what I felt. But yeah, I did finish a bunch of books that are in my lineup, so this is good. I also have, as you can see, there are a lot of projects that I have finished here for the month of August. That's why I'm like thinking whether or not I will do a finished objects situation, because if you could see here from my list, the rose mesh pouch I have given. This is a request from my aunt. The strawberry mesh pouch is a gift for my friend Abby, whose birthday is this month. The blueberry phone holder is also another request from another aunt of mine. The banana phone, I call it the banana phone because it's yellow, but it doesn't actually look like a banana, but it's the yellow phone holder. I do have it, I use it, it's mine. The Seafoam Granny Patchwork is this one. The Pixel Premiere Ball you've seen, and then the mesh tote bag, I actually have the clip of that in this vlog as well. So there are a lot of stuff that I have made this month. I did not like, I do have yeah, as you can see here, this is like a sneak preview of all of the stuff that I have finished in the whole year 2024, and I cannot show most of these because I have already given them away, or they are for sale at the shop. I work at my aunt's shop, and I put some of my stuff there, so there are a lot here actually that I don't have. And then more highlights. I'll talk more about this. I did a little bit of journaling for Harvest Moon One World, which is the new Harvest Moon that I have bought recently. My dad bought for me actually, and I'm still trying to work my way through the story. And then it is September at the next page. So far, chunky book. And at the end here, I could still fit the last quarter of the year, October, November, December. So this is good. This is all good. I haven't really updated this until like the end of the month actually, but I'm still using it, still functional, good enough for me, still works. Next we have here is my daily weekly situation. I don't know if I finished. No, I still have to fill in the last 2 here, but I have been using my Lamy Peridot Green Crystal ink. I loaded it in a random Chinese brand fountain pen, and it worked, and it's fine. I put all of the stuff that I have finished making here instead of my usual gacha because I only got 2. I did not actually film me pulling for Koyanskaya of Light, which was kind of disappointing. It is in figurine order. I only tried to pull for it like 110 pull, and she already came home, which was super fun. I have been eyeing for Koyanskaya of Light. It's like the Amaterasu mecha girl, Tamamo, and I will show a photo of her, and I really love her final ascension form. So if I do have a photo of that, I will put it there as well, but I haven't upgraded her yet. I don't have the materials yet. I haven't farmed yet because I'm like too
into my knitting and crocheting to be doing any other games. I haven't even played Genshin, even though the new update has arrived. But yeah, this is the whole minus the 2 days here. The fountain pen has been working, even though of course shadowing bleed through, but it's fine. I really like the aesthetic of that. So we're going to flip through a few of the pages. As you can see, I've used it for the whole month, and some are like you can see the back through more than other pages, as you can see here, because like it's when I recently loaded the fountain pen again. That's why it's like thicker and juicier, as you can say, in the page, and also like a few wetness here and there. So yeah, this is until the very end, and this is today. We are filming the monthly vlog, and I still have a bunch of stuff that I need to do. So I journaled in here more. That's why I did not really use my daily writing journal rather, because I journaled a lot here. Like I did not do any, or like I only wrote like a little bit of the to-do list, but I do have a bunch of space left because every day I think I'm just doing like one task a day. So if it's like just knitting, it's just knitting. If it's like only Harvest Moon, it's only that. That's why I only put notes and journal a little bit. So yeah, been enjoying this. I don't know, since we're in September, as you can see, it like ghosted through. So I don't know if the plan is that I will use the Peridot green ink until the very end, like until December. I'm still thinking about it, but if I'm being honest, I would like to do that, like just all of it this green, because as you can see in the monthly, it's all that green and like these. So I do not mind if all of the pages moving forward are in this Peridot green ink, since I already have it inked up, and maybe just add like maroons or browns here and there for accent colors. So we're going to see in the month of September what I will be able to do in that. And then the last one here is of course our Cozy and Chaos binder, which I will not be setting up in this video because I've already finished the 4 weeks that we have here. Last month, 2 months ago, I guess, is this one, July 22nd to the 28th. This was supposed to be like a bookshelf situation with picture frames here. It's fine. It's very simple, I guess, but this is fine. And I noticed that if I am off camera while I'm doing like these spreads, I am like more able to be more creative because I could like put all the stuff everywhere in my bed. So here we are with the first week of August, these July 29 to August 4. Just a little bit of journaling here with the books that I've read, and I also am obsessed with Don't Starve this month for some reason. But yeah, essentially this whole month, if you could, if I think about it, is audiobooks, crochet and knit, Don't Starve, Harvest Moon, and work, I guess. And then next here is August 5th to the 11th. I finished Mayfly, and it's the most unhinged book I've ever read. But I did enjoy it. I also did another here with Don't Starve Together this time, solo server. I forgot to, I think I did not, I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous clip, but I did make another like world wherein I was like Mrs. Wickerbottom, which is the librarian, and I ended up not making the world private, and then someone actually entered the world through Steam, and I like quickly disconnected because I was afraid. So yeah, that is like the last, I believe, time that I played Don't Starve because I've been busy with other things. This week I made it a little bit special with all of the Leah characters because this is Abby's birthday week. I do have like the backing of a Vanguard trial deck here, and I wrote my journaling there. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but whenever I know that I am in a rush, when it comes to journaling, I ended up defaulting to my cursive. So that's why moving forward it's all cursive, because I have already set up like these pages, but I did the journaling this morning before filming this. So yeah, I know that Abby is really into the Leah aesthetic as well. And also it fits with the Snisky packaging here that we opened during her birthday, and I have my stickers here of like the painted leaves. So this is one of the most cohesive spreads that I have made so far. And then here we have last week, Harvest Moon One World. I did like panels here. I put the white flower. This is like the what do you call this? it's not effervescent. It's like the menthol that you rub on your back or like on your body when it's sore or like when you have a headache or something. So this is like the packaging of it. I actually really like the design, so I decided to just lean into that and made it. Squares here, and also the color blue pen. I got Jiaoqiu in this week rather. I actually forgot that Jiaoqiu was up, and my friend Abby had to remind me of that, and we had a little video call. She won 50-50 early as well, which is super fun. I was guaranteed, but Jiaoqiu really made me pay for it because I got him at 8150, which is fine. I still got him. I also finished the first in the Alex Cross series, Along Came a Spider by James Patterson in this week. Not really loved it that much. It was okay. And then me talking about projects. And then this is this week, 26th to the 1st of September. Happy September 1st. And also like Sticker Fest. Also September 1st is the beginning of Burr months, like the months with the BER at the bottom, or like the and rather of the name. So September is the first one of that. And here in the Philippines, whenever it is Burr months, the Christmas song comes up. So I'm kind of glad that this, like today, there is no sound system, because usually during Sundays I couldn't film because they blast copyright music like in the sound system. But since today is like storming, even though like it has stopped now, it won't be like sure whether or not it will rain or not, so they did not take out the sound system, so that's why it's very quiet today. But yesterday, the 31st, they did not even wait for September 1 to roll around to start with the Christmas songs. So I'm like, why? It's too early. But then again, it's fun. It's festive in a way. So that's how Filipinos celebrate Christmas of 4 months. 4 months of Christmas. And then I have a tab here for the Pokemon Sketch, Pokemon Uniqlo collab t-shirts. I did put here Eat More, Sleep More because that is the t-shirt that I bought. I actually bought it for myself. And I also bought a t-shirt for my mom. This was supposed to be on the 25th, but as you can see from here, it does not fit with the vibes, so I decided to just put it here. So I know in my brain that this is bought on the 25th. And then, yeah, I just put my Paldean Fates booster pack here. This is so sad because they put a sticker, the price sticker here, and I was trying to peel it off and it ripped. But then again, we could see Tinkaton? Forgot the name already. I haven't played Scarlet Violet in quite a while. So yeah, that is like the last page of this month, and we're, of course, this is for the next week. And yeah, that is it for the update for this whole month. This is crazy. I actually could tell how much I am going to like edit after this, but I hope you enjoyed this whole video. This is probably more than an hour and a half long. I will try to edit it down with all of the clips that you don't really need to see, so hopefully I could get this to like an hour and a half, and I probably should stop talking now. So yeah, if you're here at the very end, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this month, and yeah, more to come in September. Now I have to edit this video to have it hopefully go up tomorrow and film a bunch of other videos that I have been procrastinating on. So yeah, thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. So until then guys, take care and bye!